In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to generate 1 million views for your business each month without running ads, right? And this can work generally for any niche whatsoever, right? We're going to show you exactly how to generate 1 million views consistently so that you never have to worry about paying for ads again, paying for low frequency, low ROI marketing strategies, none of that, because organic is up and we both know that, right? And I want you to imagine that, right? I want you to imagine how much money you could make if you were able to sell yourself and your business to 1 million different people. Just take a second, right? Just think about that, because a lot of times people try to go against organic. They say that it doesn't work anymore, it's more competitive, blah blah blah. BS, right? If you can follow all the steps in this video, you will easily generate 1 million views consistently. And I know this because I've helped drive 150 million plus views to my personal brand. I've worked with brands like Red Bull, Smart Water, Apple, T-Mobile, you name it, I've done it. And I've also built content systems just like this for businesses and creators for the past 6 years. So I know what I'm talking about. I know this because I've done this, and I use this to this day for myself, my personal brand, my personal business, and I guarantee you it will do the exact same thing for you. And I know this because I did the exact same thing for my client, Fam Urgent Care. And I want to give you a little bit of a story so you can kind of resonate better and understand where exactly I'm coming from. When Fam Urgent Care came to us, they were done. And not with their business, but with marketing. Like I couldn't even tell you how not trusting they were of me being a marketing guy, right? They had already been burned by another agency who told them they were going to get all these views, that they were going to get in all these clients, that they were going to get this world-class product that was going to change the infrastructure of their business. And you know what didn't happen? Any of that, right? What was supposed to help them grow ended up draining their budget. And like most small businesses, they were the ones left picking up the pieces, right? And we know this, right? All the time you work with freelancers, you work with contractors, and when they don't deliver, you still have to pay. Their page, it looked fake, like genuinely fake. They had like no highlights. They had no corresponding branding. Everything was inconsistent, emojis everywhere. Like it just looked like a complete mess. And for them, being an urgent care clinic, you would think that they would have this stoic, studious, prestigious kind of delivery when it came to their socials, but it just wasn't there. There's no face, no strategy, no niche, just another profile that people look past, including myself, right? But when I saw the potential that was there within the team, within their community, and what they had to offer, I knew that it was only a matter of time before we got them to those intended results. They tried everything, right? Like employees posting random content with no incentive, right? I see this all the time. People are like, let me give my cashier the social media manager responsibility. That does not work, right? Let me give my assistant the social media responsibility. They are not trained professionals. And with zero incentive to do good or to do better, to learn or to grow, why would they want to do that? Why would they want to take on more work and not receive any extra pay that even if you could give, maybe you would or wouldn't, but ultimately it's a lose-lose situation for everybody involved, right? It's not their job. They tried solo ads, burned again. They tried hiring help, burned again. No matter what they did, they always got a bad result. And honestly, I resonate with this because I know so many businesses, including myself, have experiences. I've paid for thousands on coaching and not received the results that I was looking for. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is that social media is a way out for all of us, right? Because all they ever wanted was to make social media work, get their name out there, bring in more patients, make more money, support their families, and just do better for their lives. Isn't that what we all want? Right? That's what we all want. So in my mind, I was like, how do I help these people? Because they're scared. They don't want to work with me. They don't want to work with anybody. Because at the end of the day, this experience right here is what we all face. right? So I did something that nobody else would do, and I gave them a risk-free trial. No promises, nothing, right? Just pure, let me come in, let me help you out, and let's see how this can work. And within the first week, over 100,000 views. Real people, real attention from a business that most people would assume just wouldn't go viral. Oh, the agency didn't work because of this, or oh, the ads didn't work because no. Everybody can succeed on social media. And now we're scaling their brand to the moon, because even if you're in a niche as ugly or boring as urgent care, when you follow this content system I'm about to give you, you will easily generate millions of views consistently. So let's talk about it. What is this crazy system? What am I telling you about? This is a 4-step system that I use to build my career, to build my business, and to help other businesses build theirs, right? Let's go. And here we are. All right, so this is a 4-step system. This is the 4-step system I use to generate millions of views on social media every single month. And you'll get there, right? We want to get you to that first million, but you will get there. And this system is so rinse and repeat, so replicable, so simple that once it's dialed in, it's literally just scaling from there, right? So what is step 1? Well, we call step 1 a brand polish. So when I think of brand polish, it's literally just making sure that our profiles are optimized for SEO as well as optimized for just a general landing page, right? Because if people ask for our socials or whatever the case may be, we want them to look and see it and be like, whoa, this is a real business. So this is profile optimization and making sure that we have clean, clear, consistent messaging across all platforms throughout, right? Step 2, market intel, right? Now, what this is going to do is allow us, right, to go ahead and go into the system, see what's working in our niche, see what other creators with a similar following are doing, see what the bigger creators are doing, see what the smaller creators are doing. We're doing everything we can to collect data. And this is ultimately going to allow us to create a tailored strategy to our business that's going to generate lots and lots and lots of views, because we're taking what's ultimately already working, revamping it, and then allowing it to succeed for us. So this is where we collect our data, collect our information, and make sure that we're keeping our finger on the pulse. And then we have our AI content engine. Everyone loves the word AI, but it's true, right? We're using AI every single day. And I'm going to give you another reason in step 3 that you should be using it every single day. And that is to script, plan, and organize content using the proven frameworks that we will get from step 2, right? So once we get our step 2 going and it's done and it's complete and we feel confident about it, well, now we're going to take that and put that into AI so that we can script, plan, and organize our content. This is going to make it so much easier to shoot. It's going to make it so much easier to edit, and it's going to make it so much easier to really track and monitor the process as the content is coming through. And as a business owner, you know that being able to track things and make sure that things are moving properly so that we can identify bottlenecks and ultimately scale our systems and make them as good and as great as we can be, right? Like, we know how important this is. So that's why I love step 3, because ultimately it gives you the full autonomy over the entire process of content creation so that you can always be good up here. Because when you're a creative, you have so many ideas and so many, oh, we should do this and we should do that. And this just allows you to minimize that, right? Step 4, funnel and flow. I build a content funnel out for top, middle, and bottom of funnel. And ultimately what that means is, right, is like when you think about ads, people are sending 200,000 people, 300,000 people to a bottom of funnel video. But what we're doing within this process is we use organic content to generate attention to the top of the funnel. And as people become interested, they go down the funnel. And that's when they get to see the middle of funnel content, the bottom of funnel content. And now this is where you make money, because now those same ad views that you would spend, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on every single month, you're now getting those same quality views through an organic content funnel, which makes it that much more valuable than just coming straight from an ad that was just forced in front of somebody's face, right? So this is the 4-step system. This is what I do. This is what I've done for all of my clients, and this is what I stand by to this day. So the choice is in your hands, right? Like, this is everything that you will need to generate millions of views on social consistently. So the question is now, what do you want to do about that, right? We have two options here. Ultimately, you can do this yourself, right? You can do it on your own. There's a bunch of YouTube videos, podcasts, all type of stuff out there that you can reference, that you can listen to. But ultimately, it's going to take more time, right? If you're willing to put in the time, test hundreds of different video formats, get comfortable with videos flopping, I hate that part, right? And spend 1 to 2 years figuring out what sticks, you will be able to generate, millions of views for your business. You just have to be ready for a lot of trial and error. There's not going to be any shortcuts or any guarantees. It's really just you and the algorithm. But that is what creates creators like me. And so if that's something that you are interested in, then go ahead, by all means. It's going to take a lot more time, but ultimately you will be able to generate millions of views if you can follow these systems properly. And the second route and the second option ultimately is you can do it with me, right? You can take a shortcut, right, and let me help you out. I've already made the mistakes, right? I've already had the challenges, the trial and error. I've already put myself in a position where I can come straight into your business and boom, lock you in just like that. So instead of guessing for months, we can hit the ground running, dial in your content, build your brand, build everything that we need to optimize your social media process so that you can consistently generate millions of views, right? So it's in your hands now. You know the system, you know what you need to do. So ultimately, at the end of the day, I hope that you got some value from this video and that you feel better going forward, knowing what you can do for your business, because you can do this. You can 100%. So if you're curious what it might look like to work together, you can just shoot me a DM on Instagram. If not, it's A-okay. I have a bunch of more content coming soon where we can learn and grow together. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, but ultimately, this is exactly